the food at the hotel that finally cured him. But he had gone in a wheelchair, and he came out walking. And eventually, he got an honorary doctor, a medical degree, and they were able to...
medical degree?
What? Well, because then they had the research capabilities to actually find out what was happening. So, and then Dr. Kataria in India, he was one of these doctors who noticed that his patients weren't getting as well as he would have liked them to. Things just were not working so well. And he read Cousin's book. So he decided to go out to the park and get some people to laugh, tell jokes. And after a week, they ran out of jokes. They were obviously not New York Jews. And also, some of the jokes were, offensive to women or offensive to other groups, so they really couldn't agree on, what they could laugh about. Of course, in New York, it would have taken them a little longer, right? Actually, Isaac Asimov, that was one of his hobbies, telling jokes. Okay. So if we had Asimov, we couldn't have laughter yoga. But eventually, he wanted to keep this going, so they decided to laugh for no reason, just without jokes. And they just laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. And the mind does not differentiate between real laughter and fake laughter. It just does not care. The same mechanisms that occur in natural laughter occur in fake laughter. And now, are you personally familiar with Otto Warburg? I don't know if he's still alive. Nobel Prize winner?
Cancer.
He won the prize twice. And according to him, deep breathing technique increases oxygen to the cells and are the most important factors in living a disease-free and energetic life. Now, the good thing about laughter yoga is you don't have to think about the breathing. You really don't have to think, period. And you will breathe in a healthy way just naturally because it pushes the air out. You have all that stale, nasty air in your body, and this just thrusts it out, and you don't have to think about it. And then, also, there are so many chemicals that are released. There's dopamine and endorphins, and I think is it Dr. Burke or one of the researchers in California said that if we were to reproduce the chemical compounds that are released during laughter, it would cost about $10,000. Mm-hmm. So it really is truly amazing. In my own life, it has relieved back pain, and I've broken practically every bone in my body. And now if I have a back pain, I say, why are you here? What are you doing? What are you covering? And if you look at my x-ray, you will see structural damage, but I don't have the pain. Migraines, they're not welcome either. In my own life, I have seen the result of laughter. Also, it's changed my approach to things. For instance, if I had come to a group like this and I was expecting a large group and I didn't get a large group, I'd probably get a back pain. But laughter yoga, right, David, really does change your personality and your attitude. I had friends come over and they said, can we rearrange all of your furniture? And I said yes, without even asking them how they were going to rearrange it.
Why?
Well, because they were installing something. And they do a little cleaning too. But this idea of letting go, and I find that I broke a bowl, next. This happened, next. You really let go faster. And, there is therapy and there's effective therapy. But this is so immediate, and it's cumulative. The more you do it, the longer you do it, the more this becomes an integral part of your personality. And I can't tell you so many, I have a dental issue. Look at the bill. You know what? What can you do? You have to laugh. And I'm amazed because when I would break a bowl or something wouldn't turn out, fortunately my mother's not around to hear what I used to say. I would really go berserk. I'd scream, I'd cry. You know, you'd think it was something from a Bergman film. And now, next, which is really very, very valuable. You know, I lost the rent check. You know, you go to the post office and they tell you, oh, it only takes 60 days to replace it. You know what? Does that mean every single time I, let everything go? But it is cumulative. And it is really, really amazing. I have a friend who had root canal work with laughter. I had
laughing gas. Probably
laughing gas. I used to take laughing gas. I loved it, but they wouldn't give it to me anymore. So I had to be my own laughing gas. And I had an intern in my training. I did customer service training. I had the largest intern program for my company in the country. And this kid came, and he had a toothache, so he couldn't participate. And I said, would you try? I mean, and if you really don't feel well, then you can sit down. Well, in the middle of the training, he was cheering and he was running, and I said to him, how's your toothache? And everybody began to laugh because he had forgotten about the pain, and the pain had been relieved. But the most impressive thing I've ever heard is she was a nurse, and she came to visit one of our clubs, and she had, ready for this, there should be a drum roll before this, she had a bone biopsy with laughter. You know, this is one of those, do not try this at home. And she said she just felt a little pain at the end. The doctors, the nurse,
the biopsy?
Yes. Fourth stage cancer, yes. She was laughing. I've met her. She's written up in medical books. And she has been a laughter yoga leader for many, many years, and she has a telephone laughter line. Yes, and she did it without anesthesia. I think the doctors were more scared than she was. And she said up until, and she said by that time everybody was laughing. So, I mean, that is the power of laughter. You're sold? You'll buy some? Just think. I mean, if you're laughing now, how do you feel?
Well, it feels good to laugh.
Right.
Yeah.
And it immediately cuts off the cortisol. It relaxes your brain. It's a great teaching tool because when you relax, you learn better. Also, in terms of, if you want to erase relationships, based on age, on race, on sex, on everything, during laughter, that happens naturally. I mean, you can have a zillion seminars and talk about it, and there are reasons not to, but this does it immediately. I mean, what kind of activities can you do where a 95-year-old and a 5-year-old can have a good time at the same time, in the same place, with each other? And also, we are hardwired to laugh because even babies that can't see, that can't feel, that can't hear, still, age 3 months or 4 months, begin to laugh. So obviously, nature said, if you're going to land on this planet, I'm going to give you something to deal with it. So we have laughter, but also dogs laugh, and some birds laugh. And you'd think all monkeys would laugh, but not all monkeys laugh. Only some monkeys laugh.
I don't know that I've ever heard a monkey laugh.
Yes, you have. It's like an accent. We all sort of laugh the same way with a little accent. It's like, a French laugh and a Spanish laugh.
So a monkey's laugh doesn't sound like the laugh we know.
Well, dogs, it's the beginning of laughter. They're panting. Ha, ha, ha. So laugh with your dog next time. Yeah. Just in time to laugh with the dogs. Did you bring a dog? But you survived New York traffic. So congratulations. So we're going to just do the basics. I was thinking that wouldn't have such a hearty group here, but we do. So, and we'll do some brain exercises also. I don't know if your brain kind of splits out of your head, David. I apologize for that. I mean, you're kind of brainy already, right? All right. Hi, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is John Friends.
Uh-huh.
My friend. I'm a friend of Rob.
And Phyllis.
And Phyllis. How are you?
Yeah.
And he's another Dutch treat. But not the way we know Dutch treat. Anyway, there are some basics for laughter yoga. Okay, we're gonna do some sitting exercises because I googled this wonderful, charming Spanish man who does work with seniors, and he's having such a good time that everything he does is fun. But there's a lot of brain training, and I'm sure eventually they're going to be next to every gym is going to be a brain gym, because if you get your body and you lose your mind, it doesn't really matter. So we're just going to do some tapping. I'll show it to you, and then we will do it together. So it is ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha. Laughter games. I mean, they have a hard time up there. And one of the things that keeps them going is laughter. Okay? And then we're also going to do another laughter exercise. These are just the basics in between the exercise. And we'll move around since we have a group that can really get going. So just drop your shoulders. Ha! 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 Okay, now it's against the law to do bodily harm to people, and we have Dr. Ross here, who is an authority on where we shouldn't go, right? So we have to deal with hostility in a different way. There is a laughter exercise where you push away the hostility, and this is how you do it. You go, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho. Everybody round. Way, ho, ha, ha, ho, 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 ho. And since you did so very well, it's very good, very good. Yay! A little variation for you, David. Very good, very good. Yay! This is based on medical research. The thing that you're doing now is a lot of the exercises are opening up your lungs, because those of us who live in small apartments, work in cubicles, I mean, you're squeezed tighter and tighter and tighter. And this is a way to open up. And we'll do another very good yay, one that you haven't seen before. So, and it goes like this. Very good, yay! And then we'll go the other way. Silly enough for you? Okay, very good, yay! You know what you do on one side, you do on the other side. Now, since this is a very sharp group, we can do a little brain training. So we're going to do ha, ha, ho, ho, 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 ha, ha, ho, ho. Okay, so we start at the left, we'll try the right.
I think they do that. They do that in the NFL. I think they do certain.
Do they?
Yeah.
Then I can go to the NFL and they pay a lot better.
But they need good painkillers, right?
They need good painkillers.
Right.
Oh, okay. So are you recommending me for the NFL?
Well, if you want to sell it there, sure.
Okay. Do I get references tonight for the NFL? Okay. Now we're going to go the other way. We started with the left hand, right? Was that correct? Yes, I think we did. Now we're going to start with tonight. So it's ha, ha, ho, ho. 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 Shake it out. Okay, this is a new one, so I don't even know if I can do it. So you have your left fist facing your face, and your right fist is out, and thumb ha, on pinky ho, then pinky ha, thumb ho. Okay, let's try that again.
Whoa.
So it is, did I start this? I think, okay. It's pinky ha, thumb ho, pinky ha, thumb ho. You can write the great American novel. You can find a cure
This is
for
brain
cancer.
training?
Brain training.
Okay.
Because you have to think a little bit.
Yes.
Let's try it one more time.
Yes.
I mean, this is going to areas that you've never probably visited in your brain. You don't even know what's there. Okay, so fist to your face, the other fist out. And, you know, nobody's going to mess with you if you're on the street doing this. Okay, so it is ha, ha, pinky, ha, ho. Oh, I missed a
Yeah, you
ho
missed
there.
it.
I missed a ho.
Yes.
Whoa. Oh. But that's what laughter's about. Okay, now we're going to try it the other way. So, the right fist to your face.
Okay.
Still with us, David? And the left fist out. Okay.
The left fist out.
And we're going to go pinky on the left hand. Ha. Thumb. Ho. Ha. Ho.
Oh.
Let's try that again. Okay. Ha. Ho. Ha. Ho. I worked with teenagers and I said, I can out-silly any of you.
Right.
I used to take them to the park and do these exercises and embarrass them. Oh, please. But eventually they got over it. Okay. All right. Now we are going to get up and move around.
Okay.
You can go from chair to chair if you need to. And we are going to move it. Now I'm going to have to, change my my system around a little bit because I was expecting a different group, but this is the group that I got. It's a great group, right? It has to be a great group because it's the group I got. Okay, we're going to get up. And it's very important, laughter is person to person. So the way we go person to person is we look in each other's eyes. Now, you can always fake it if you feel that you really don't feel like laughing. So you just fake it. But it's very important to look in each other's eyes because of mirror neurons. So
Mirror neurons.
Mirror neurons, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, say it 3 times and it's yours. All right. And this is... You basically mirror what you see. So, and it reverberates when you laugh. So we're going to work on those mirror neurons, right? You don't have to clean them. Okay? And you're going to look in a person's eyes. And we're going to start with the American greeting, handshake. We'll look in each other's eyes. May I have your hand? Please. Go for it. Move around. You can burn 400 calories an hour. Oh, wow. If you move. Very good, very good. Yay! Why are we doing this? Yay! Who remembers?
Are we doing this?
Our lungs.
Mirror neurons.
Yes, and our mirror neurons. Okay, now, there are lots of different ways to greet.